Good morning. So I hope you all enjoyed Diwali vacation. So after that, our topic is that is in this lecture we understood that is the K plus law of planetary motions. Okay, so the K plus laws of planetary motions there are. So this topic is well understand in the 12th science. You already seen in the next last year. So that's why, and in our syllabus there are only statement according to exam. So that's why we have to understand the statement of this K plus laws of planetary motions. Okay, so there are three laws. That is, first is the law of orbit, second is the law of equal area, and third one is the law of period. So we will see first statement, that is first one is the law of orbit. The statement is the orbit of a planet round the sun or about the sun okay, the orbit of a planet about the sun is an ellipse with the sun at one focus of the ellipse. Okay, so this is the first law of Kepler's. That is, the first one is the law of orbit. The statement is the orbit of a planet about the sun is an ellipse with the sun at one focus of the ellipse. The diagram is, so this is the ellipse and this is the one of the focus of this ellipse, that is the sun. Here the sun is situated and here is the planet. Okay, means the planet moves around the sun in the elliptical orbit. So this is the first law of orbit. Second one is the law of equal area. Okay, the statement is the radius vector that is called the line joining to the sun, and given planet. The line joining to the sun and the given planet sweeps out equal area in space in equal interval of time. That is, so this is the second, and the diagram is, this is the sun and this is the initial position of the planet P. We write here P for the planet and this is S for the one of the focus of the ellipse, and this line joining, or the we can write here radius vector, and this is the, after 1 minute we will see the next position of this planet, that is the P dash. So line joining to the initial position of the planet and the next one, that is after 1 minute position of the planets, and this area. Okay, so this area in the right side, and here the new position of the planet P, and this is the next position of the planet after 1 minute. So this area made by these two positions of the planets, this is the radius vector drawn from the sun to the planet. So this area this area and this area becomes same. Means sweeps out equal area in space in the equal interval of time. So where the time intervals means we can calculate this. So when the planet is in the apherial zone, that is apherial region, so the velocity of this planet becomes slow. So that's why this moving in the slow position. Okay, and here the peripheral region, that is the left side region of the planets. So in this region the planet moves with the faster velocity. That's why it sweeps out equal area in equal time interval. Okay, so this is the second law of equal area. Then third one is the law of time or law of period. So the law of period. So what is the area becomes equal after 1 minute, means the relation between this velocity or the velocity of the position of the planet and the time. So this relation is the square of the period of revolution, the square of the period of revolution the square of the period of revolution, which one? Of planet. This the square of the period of revolution of planet is directly proportional to the cube of semi-major axis cube of the semi-major axis of the planet's orbit. Okay, so this is the third law, that is the law of period. The law is the square of the period of revolution. If we consider t is the time period of a planet's revolution, so this is the square, that is the t square is directly proportional, and if we consider a is the semi-major axis of the planet's orbit, so this a according to statement, that is the cube, that is t square is directly proportional to the a cube. Okay, and we can write this t square by a cube is equals to constant. If we remove this proportionality sign, we take some constant. So that's why the ratio of t square by a cube is equals to constant. This is the third law, that is the law of period. Okay, so these all three are the Kepler's laws of planetary motion. So in our exam, we have to understand only the statement according to exam point of view. There is no need to prove this statement. So for that, we only understood, we only remember the statement of these Kepler's laws of planetary motion. Okay. So first one is the law of orbit. Okay, the statement is the orbit of a planet around the sun is an ellipse. Means the planet moves around the sun with the ellipse orbit, with the sun at one focus of the ellipse. Ellipse has two focus. Second one is the law of equal area. Okay, first one is the law of orbit. Second is the law of equal area, and third one is the law of period. Okay, second one is the law of equal area. The radius vector, that is the line joining to the sun and the given planet, sweeps out equal area in space in equal interval of time. That is the area related to two sides of the sun, that is the same. Then third one is the law of period. Okay, the statement is the square of the period of revolution of the planet is directly proportional to the cube of semi-major axis of the planet's orbit. So this is the law of period. We can write t square is directly proportional to a cube, and if we remove this proportion sign, we take some constant. So that's why t square by a cube is equals to constant. So this is the law of period. Okay, I hope you all understand this Kepler's laws of planetary motion, because this is already seen in the 12th science. So that's why this is the most important laws, and this question can ask in the exam for the 2.5 marks. So we remember well, okay, according to exam. So in our next class we can see the geosynchronous satellite and the geosynchronous orbit and the applications of geosynchronous satellite. Okay, thank you.